Wyoming Articles of Incorporation. Wyoming Articles of Incorporation are what you use to form a Wyoming corporation. You can mail in a copy to file, or you can have the Articles of Incorporation generated for you by filing online with the Wyoming Secretary of State. The Wyoming Articles of Incorporation must list a few key articles to be accepted for processing by the Business Division at the Wyoming Secretary of State. You must list a name for the corporation. A Wyoming registered agent has to be designated. 2 addresses will be listed as well: the principal office location and the mailing address for the corporation. You will have to list class, value and number of shares of stock. An incorporator name and contact info will be listed. Wyoming Corporation name. Wyoming has been called the best state to incorporate in. If you call Wyoming the cheapest state to incorporate in, you would be very close. Incorporate in Wyoming to receive a C corporation for your business incorporation. The Wyoming Corporation name does not have to have identifier at the end of the corporation name like a Wyoming LLC does. Incorporating a business in Wyoming is very simple. Make sure the name is not taken. Even if you do a Wyoming Corporation search and do not find anything, it is a good idea to call the state directly to confirm a WA corporation name availability. The name is the first article for a Wyoming corporation when incorporating a corporation in Wyoming. Wyoming Registered Agent. You will have to list a Wyoming registered agent on your incorporation by law. The corporate agent service for Wyoming registered agent service must be a living Wyoming person over 18 or a Wyoming entity. The Wyoming Registered Agent Service, or Resident Agent Service as it's called in Nevada, will serve as the agent for service of process, or process of service as it is sometimes called. Do not rely on a POS registration agent in Wyoming for your SOP. Make sure you get the WA registered agent you deserve. Even if you hire a bad Wyoming registered agent instead of the best Wyoming registered agent, you can still change Wyoming registered agents with the state for free. Wyoming Principal Office and Wyoming Mailing Address. Most registered agents that offer Wyoming service will offer their own or rented address in Wyoming for use on the Articles of Incorporation. The address does not have to be in Wyoming, as some registered agent companies might have you believe through mind tricks and false advertising. You can register any address or P.O. box in the world as your Wyoming Principal Office or Wyoming mailing address. A big reason some people use the Wyoming address for their business address is privacy. Anyone can look up a Wyoming corporation and see the information for it, like any other state. Why have your home address listed for a target? A Wyoming address is recommended. Wyoming Articles of Incorporation Incorporator. You will need an incorporator to incorporate in Wyoming. This is a person or company that signs the Articles of Incorporation when filing a new Wyoming corporation. Most Wyoming registered agents will provide their information as an incorporator for Wyoming. Registered agents would prefer this actually. This way, their information shows up online instead of the true business owner's information. When this happens, competitors cannot see the information to send change Wyoming registered agent advertisements. A good Wyoming registered agent does not have to rely on those tactics. Be aware of incorporation fees when using a registered agent in Wyoming for an incorporator.